Hi guys! Since I was still in the mermaid glitter kind of mood, today we'll be doing another mermaid, and today it's more of a siren. For this one I went for a blue and slightly green color theme since the last one was pink. For the base of this project I used a second-hand Laguna doll from Monster High, and I started by removing the hair and the original face. Then I primed it with the Mr. Super Clear spray. Then I got out my other stuff for the repaint, including my watercolor pencils, a bit of chalk pastel. I start by sketching out the eye shape that I want before I block in the colors. I chose to make the eyes and lips a bit purple just to bring it a bit of other color. To shade around the eyes and also the lips I used chalk pastel. For the eyebrows, I started almost by sketching them out using chalk pastel so I could erase until I had the shape I wanted, and then I went on top with pencil. In the second layer, I repeat a lot of the same steps to deepen the colors. I only draw on lower eyelashes because I'll be gluing 3D lashes on later. To get more opacity in the colors, I use the watercolor effect of my pencils. Once I've added the final details like the highlights of the eyes, I seal in the face for final time. For hair, I'll be using this light blue viscose, which I got off eBay, and I'll be gluing it onto the head. I made some bigger fins to go on by the ears, which I glue in place. I'll show you how to make those later on in the video. Once all the hair was in place, I glued on some doll eyelashes and added a bit of glaze to the eyes, and then the face is done. Onto the body. I started by removing the legs, so we only have the upper body left, and then we'll be using a bit of wire, tinfoil and some tape to create an armature for the tail, and then we'll be covering it in polymer clay. The reason why I made an armature is because this tail is a bit longer than the previous one. The armature was pretty simple. I just twisted together a bunch of wire, and then I added on a bit of tinfoil to give some thickness to the bigger part of the tail, and then I taped it in place to keep it there. Then you add on a thin base layer of polymer clay. Once you have a base layer on there, then you want to pre-bake it for just a few minutes to harden it. Then we can use a bit of liquid clay to stick on some new polymer clay to bulk up the pieces that need it. I cut away the top part of the armature to make room for the doll, and then I started blending clay up around the actual doll after I covered it in tinfoil so we can create the hip part. And once I was happy with the shape of it, I could gently ease out the doll before baking the tail again. Then it's time to make the different fins to add onto the tail. I used crumbled up tinfoil to make supports to keep up some fins so they wouldn't flop over once I was baking it, and I did the same to the tail just to add a bit of life to it before I baked it. For the fins that was going to go on the top of the doll, I simply covered the doll in some tinfoil, because then you can build the fins on top of the doll's actual body and then slit the doll out of the tinfoil and bake the clay still on the tinfoil so it holds the shape it needs. Once all the clay pieces was baked and cooled, I cut away the actual fins that were on the top part of the doll, and then I glued all the new fins in place. And here's the tail already. Then you want to mix up some acrylic paint in the base colors you want and then start painting it. I chose to paint the underarm of the doll, as if the scales were kind of going up the arms, almost looking like gloves. And then I glued a bunch of glitter on there. You can skip that if you want, but I just really like it. Then you're ready to assemble the doll, and we're done! I hope you guys enjoyed this project. If you guys would like to see more mermaids or hybrids or something like that, just let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the new one real soon. Bye!